Welcome back to Hudson Valley Hustle. On this episode, we've got Angelo Notaro. And if you don't know him, you definitely know his business, Famous Food Events. Hudson Valley Wing Fest, Pizza Fest, Taco Fest, Empanada Fest. You've seen the signs all over the Hudson Valley. This is the mastermind behind all of it. He left his job in automotive to go and do this and chase his dream. He freaking did it. This is a great episode. Hope you enjoy. You've got all the food festivals in the Hudson Valley that you've probably heard of. Give me the schedule of the food festivals.
The schedule is, our first one is like probably one of our more popular one is the Hudson Valley Wing Fest. We do that every year at the MJN Conference Center. It's the best wing makers come together, and we bring great music. Like this year, we have the Nerds, a big party band out of Jersey. They're coming up. They're a few bucks. So we like to put a good event on. We want to make it delicious, and wings is one of my favorite foods personally. So I'm only going to bring the best. I'm not going to a crappy wing event. Like that's my forte. So,
I love it.
Yeah, and then we follow up in April. It'll be May this year, but we are at the Brotherhood Winery back again. Hudson Valley Mac and Cheese Festival. 1839 it was built. The ambiance there. This is an incredible event. We love the Brotherhood. We love Donnie Knapp. He's good to us down there. We serve a lot of mac and cheese, a lot of wine, a lot of beer. So it's a fun event.
A lot of naps.
Yeah,
People have been pretty sleepy after that one.
Yeah, with Donnie. Here you go. And then June we're going to come back. We got some other things planned in different parts of the regions, outside of New York. But for New York, we have the Hudson Valley Taco Fest. That's in Newburgh, the city of Newburgh. Mayor Torrance Harvey, great. He was hanging out with me yesterday at the Empanada Festival. Just a good guy that wants some good events in Newburgh, and Newburgh has changed quite a bit. And we're happy to deal with them. We just did our Empanada Festival. We're thinking of the Pizza Festival, which is coming out December this year. We're thinking of bringing that to Newburgh on the waterfront on Columbus Day weekend.
So roughly, nice. So moving that up a little bit?
Yeah. So, and then we're doing a ton of events. We're doing some stuff in Rockland County. We've been hired by Major League Baseball, believe it or not, with Jarritos to do like Latin events. So we're going to come out with the taco festivals. We're going to come out with the empanada festivals. I believe in Rockland County we're coming out with the first ever barbecue beer and a festival down there. So the local guys at Brothers Barbecue, so
they're right up the street.
They'll be very helpful for us on that event.
That's great.
And Jarritos, so they're kind of like our major sponsor. They sponsor all our events. Sugarcane, it's all natural soda. It's great stuff. I love it myself. I drink it myself. So yeah, what better than a great soft drink to be a part of Famous Food Events?
I love that. That's fantastic. So how does a guy from the Hudson Valley just say, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring thousands of people together and put the best food in the area under one roof. How does that even come to be?
I went to a wing event that was held by a radio station. They put on a good event, but I didn't think it was really it wasn't good enough for my palate. Like, there weren't enough wing places. So literally for like about 8 months, I thought about it. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do an event. Like, I was in the auto business, pretty successful, selling cars or financing cars. But I'm going to do an event, and that's basically what we did. We did an event at Newburgh Ice Time. Like, there was an ex family member that told me that basically you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. Like, that's kind of like, I don't know. That's kind of like telling an iron judge you can't win a baseball game. Like for me, I'm a swinger. You know what I mean? I'm going to swing for the fences, and I did. We did over 1,000 people. We did a wing fest in the middle of the summer. I was not prepared. I wouldn't know whether people were literally on vacation. And we still did a great busy event. It was right at Ice Time. They melted the ice down. And it's been big ever since, man. It's 19 years for Wing Fest.
Has it been that long? Oh, my God.
19 years. So, we're going to be there January 31st at the MJN. We're excited. We love those guys. The people that run the Civic Center, Zaydan, and some of the people down there like Franco. Hey, man, thank God everything's blessed us in that right way. Is like, they welcome us. Like, if we come in there and we hear accolades, like, you're the best promoter to deal with, you're the best. Because I'm no BS, you know what I mean? I'm going to bring it to you, and I'm going to tell you exactly what we're going to do and when we're going to do it, and we're going to do well with it. So yeah, we're excited. And then, like I said, the Pizza Fest, we're doing it. We're coming back with it this December. So that's technically our first event.
Okay.
But that's got a lot. There's a lot of competitive pizza places out there reaching out to us. Let's put it that way. It's just
all that, yeah.
And I'm Italian, so I can't put a pizza festival on if it ain't the real pizza places there, the best of the best. We're not going to have chain pizza places there. I can guarantee you that.
That's great. That's awesome.
Local, all about local.
That's I love that. That's what's cool is that that's a place where you get to taste everywhere.
Yes,
but right here in one spot. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's go. Take me back to the auto days, right? So
the auto days, okay.
You were in the auto industry.
Yes.
Working in finance.
Finance as well. Yep.
And then, but you also managed
I managed a dealership. Yeah, I did some management. Yep.
So you were working pretty hard, I would assume, right? Doing pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, sometimes 5 times, sometimes 9 days a week. You know what I mean?
Right. That's sure.
You know how it is. You're in sales.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you got to put your life into it, and it was really good to me. I met a lot of interesting people. Believe it or not, a lot of the people that are in my food event business are like through the event, through the auto business.
Gotcha.
So, and great guy. What I really miss about it is the guys, working out with the guys, hanging out, going out for a couple beers, talking junk. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I enjoyed it. It was very profitable to me, but I left it. I left it because I thought that I could do this, and I was married at the time. I got the approval from the missus, and I went with it full tilt. And 3 years later, I was making 3-4 times as amount of money that I was making in the auto business.
Beautiful.
Enjoying it, and just like people ask me, "What do you do, Ange?" Well, we have fun, and I raise your cholesterol. That's what I do. That's what we do.
Is that on the T-shirt? That's got to be on the T-shirt. That's awesome.
No, Lipitor is not our sponsor yet, but we're working on it. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be sick. That'd be so good. That's amazing. What pushed you out then? Like out of the world that you were living in, because you were making good money, right?
Great money.
So what takes a guy that's making great money to be like,
you know what? I don't want to like have too many feelings for it, and we'll be here for 3 hours, but. You know what? I felt like working these long hours. I think like some of the people that I've worked with in that auto business was not like, for me, like I'm all about people, man. I'm all about taking care of my people. And that's it. When you tell me I can't take care of my people, and I don't know, I just kind of felt like, and you know what? I pushed every day, Joe. I pushed it harder. I worked harder in the food event business in the beginning, and I just wanted to be successful. You know what I mean? And I am, so it's. But I did meet a lot of great people, but sometimes you work for certain people, they make it easy for you to quit that line of work.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that position right now, and that's part of the people that I want to speak to with a show like this is like somebody that's working for somebody that they're just like, I can't do this anymore. I want to go do this on my own, and I'm looking for good actionable things that people can do to kind of get out of that situation, because it's an awful situation to be in, especially. The Sunday scaries, like that's such a real thing. People can't stand going to work.
It was scary. Like you're supposed to be at your nephew's birthday party and you don't show up till 10:30 at night. Like, come on. And I'm a good uncle. Like I don't have kids, but my nieces and my nephews, you can ask them. Like I'm the best uncle. Like I want to be at your birthday party. I don't want to be like closing out a deal. You know what I mean? Just I don't know. It just wears on you. And you know what? Knock on wood. I've been doing it for about 7 years without the auto business, just doing it full time and. It's been good, man. iHeart has been great to me. K104 over the years has been good to me. Any kind of media, I was always been fair with people and always gave you an honest opinion, and it is what it is, Yeah.
So you tried to start something on your own that, I mean, it kind of existed, but you wanted to do something better and you wanted to do something bigger, and you obviously did. How did you tell people about the first event that you hosted?
My first time out, like, we're literally going to, like, wing places. Hey, your wings are great. We're trying to wing. Like, we're mailing out, like, posters. Like, and I didn't have anybody. This was a one-man show for about 10 years. So, yeah, I mean, it's just different. You know what? I think it was just a connection. Like, someone, you like their food. You tell them it's good. Hey, we got a wing event coming on. We'll put it together, So we were good. I think the first time out, we did maybe, like, a dozen wing places. And you know what?
How many people showed up for a dozen wing places?
1,000.
So 1,000 people showed up to see.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So how did you get those 1,000 people? Where did they come from?
They came from everywhere. There wasn't social media. There was no social media. It was literally like advertising, radio advertising. I think K104, Scotty Mack, God bless him. He's a great guy to work with. He took me under his wing, man. He gave me a chance. He put extra mentions.
Great pun, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said took you under his wing. Sorry.
There you go. So yeah, he's a
joke.
really good guy. And then some of the folks down there, like we talked about, like some of the guys over the years, Chuck Benfer at iHeart, you know what I mean? Then he went to Killing 4, but like the Woodman, Wood's a great guy. He's a good business guy, and he always believed in it. And then we went into the King of the Wings eating competition. We had Bud Light sponsoring it. It was really cool. We had like pre-events at restaurants and bars. And we built up a nice thing. The Wing Fest is really great. I take good care of first responders at these events, so that's kind of how we got some people in there too. You know what? I guess you know what? You got to dig down deep. You got to hit up road signs. When you see those road signs, they're usually me. So
they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Famous food events. I see them everywhere.
Right. You know what? That's like. I don't like to brag about that because there's some people that don't particularly care for those signs, but they're everywhere. I mean, they vote for this, and vote for wings, vote for chicken, vote for mac, vote for that. So yeah, a little bit, and you know what? There's some of the things that I've basically still do is these same types of advertising.
Gotcha. Because it works. I mean, it works to an extent, right?
I think social media brought it to another level.
Yeah.
Like it did. Like so, for anyone that has a social media business or a page. Like if you're not advertising, if you're not putting it out there, like you're doing yourself injustice, and that's kind of what helped us. It almost kind of made us into like a small marketing team. Like we're promoting your business, through our business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if you're food related. Like we've had Planet Wings, we've had big sponsors over the years, Bud Light.
Yeah.
Like we can give you that food. Like we can have those foodies look at your products through our business. And then or meet your people, like taste your stuff. Mm-hmm. Just restaurants in general. Like I'm a big advocate for small, like don't get me on this, but like small business. Like I'm a huge person of that. When I see a bad review, like I almost message them like nicely, like talk to the owner before you put it out there. Talk to the manager. You know what I mean? I had an instance. It was in I was away. It was in Florida. The service was lousy. Of course it was. I was there with a friend. It was lousy. It took 45 minutes to get one margarita. You know what I mean? I'm not a big drinker, but then a half hour later she comes again. And all I did was afterward, instead of blasting them on social media, I messaged their general manager. And within an hour, the next day she sent out a $100 gift card. Like give people an opportunity. You know what I mean? It's just. Some of these businesses, these small businesses, sometimes are a little understaffed, a little undertrained. They can't hire the right people at the right time. Like, do right by them. These are people that spend money in your community. These are our heroes. Like I said, who's the hero? My dad's the hero. The working man's the hero. I'm stealing lines from the Bronx Tale or whatever that was. But the working man is a hero. The local, shops, the pizza places, support these people because that's what we got. They're spending their money. They're keeping it local. Keep it with them.
I love that. No, that's a really good tip actually. It's easier said than done because there's so many keyboard warriors out there that they live for telling their opinion in the review section. But but that's a really good tip is to just talk to somebody there because listen, we've all experienced crappy stuff. Like we all have. I'm not a person to particularly go online and destroy a business because because 3 people called out one night. You know what I mean? That's not things like that happen.
So know the story before you start reporting the story.
Yeah, the food business is one of probably the hardest industry to succeed at, right?
Yeah, we're not perfect all the time, but what we do too is we take like what I call Monday morning quarterback. Like if there's any complaints, we address it. We either refund money or we give them complimentary tickets. Mm-hmm. We make people feel great because to us, our customers are the reason why we're in business. So you know what, and we're very good. We have a lot of repeat business, a lot of repeat lovers of food, and they like to have a good time. But it's for a reason. We have a great staff. Like my event manager Felicia, she's phenomenal. My bar manager Christina, she's phenomenal. Like we go out of our way. We know what it is to be taken care of, and we want to address it to the people who need to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm. How did you decide on growing your team? Did it take you was it I just got too big to handle it myself?
Yeah. So literally about 10 years ago, we hired an event manager, and then we had a security manager, and then we had a bar manager, and I had a promotion manager. So the people have changed over the years, but majority of my people, we needed it because we're doing events. It's like 3, 4, 5,000 people. This is a major event. So there's some events we had the Seafood Fest and we had a few thousand people there. We got to have 25, 30 employees. Mm-hmm. make it happen, and representing us the right way and making sure they're having a great day out there.
Yeah. Was that hard for you to kind of relinquish some of that control? A lot of the entrepreneurs I talk to that are control freaks, right? A lot of entrepreneurs are just, it's my baby. I want to make sure my baby gets taken care of. And they have a hard time relinquishing that.
That's a good question. So, I'm not a control freak. I'm going to be honest with you. I think if you're going to succeed in anything you do in life, you let your people do your managing. You let them do their job. Like Felicia, I let her do so much stuff. I said, don't even ask me these questions. You know what I mean? Like, you're only going to be any company is going to be successful as their people. Like, your people are where you're at. You know what I mean? I couldn't do this and be like a micro. I'd have a heart attack. I would have been dead already, probably. I'm just honestly let your people manage. Let your people deal with situations. And all my people now, a lot of them have been with me for like 15 years. I trust my world on them. So
that's good.
And that's got to be able. That's something that's got to happen in small business. You know what I mean?
But that's really the only way you can grow, obviously. Like, you
Absolutely.
can't, how are you going to host these events on your own? Like, that's going to be impossible. Like
never.
You said,
I would never be able to do it without my employees.
Yeah. If you want to get to a certain level, there's a point where you have to, what's that? There's a great saying, like, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Right. It's true. You need a team.
You know what? I think it's a little bit of everything. I think you need a good staff. You need to work with good people. Like some of these places we rent, and just work with solid, honest people. The main person I've really learned to work with is God. Like, God in my life has become like so big. He's everything. Like, I always thank the Lord, and I don't want to come on here and say I'm an evangelist or something like Jimmy Swagger Angelo here, but you know what? I think, if you look at some of the most potent, the most effective businesses, owners, they're all led by the Lord. That's it. We follow the Lord, man. That's it.
That's good, dude.
Turn your problems over to Him, man. Some days are going to be good, some days are going to be bad, but you got Him at the end of the day.
Yeah. There's something way more powerful than
way more powerful than a business, a food event. Come on, I'm a nobody. I'm in somebody's world, God's world.
I love that. But you bring thousands of people together, so yes. you have a little bit of a power here to bring people together, which is that's a huge responsibility. Does that weigh on you at all?
You know what? I think when you're serious about your business, and I always am, there's never a day that I'm like, well, I'm not going to do this. I think a good friend of mine, Paul Ciato, he owns a gym in Putnam County, said 1% better every day. And I think if you get 1% better, you become a total person. You become an unbreakable force. And you know what? No, I love that. I like bring it on. That's my life. I like questions. I like problems. I like solving. Nothing is perfect in any line of work, but we get over it, and with a good team behind you're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Yeah, it's true. It's so cliche, but pressure makes diamonds. You know
what
I mean?
Right. I love being Tom Brady. I'll be honest with you. I love being the coach.
That's awesome.
That's what life's all about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's great. No, that's so cool. It sounds like it's such a fun organization to be a part of, and
it is.
You bring it it's pizza, it's wings, it's back. This is fun. You manufacture this fun.
You know what?
Event
I like
people.
to do it, and one thing we do is we have a good hour meeting with all our employees, before each event, and you got to understand the concept of these people who are coming to these events. They're working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. You know what? They want to have a good time. They want to have a few drinks. They want to eat one too many chicken wings. They want to eat a large pie. I mean, they're treat these people what they are. They're hardworking people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's what we want. We want to have an event, a food festival or a music fest, and we want them talking good about it.
That's great.
And it's worked for us.
I love it. You touched on this a little bit before, but I kind of just thinking about your company. As an outsider, it would be like, oh, this guy does events. This guy does food events. Mm-hmm. Really, you're like a media company, right?
Yes.
Your job is to get people's attention. Your job is to put people into a room. Your job is to get thousands of people in front of these business owners. There's not many businesses out there that are that powerful enough to bring the local pizzeria down the road, 5,000 people to try their food.
Absolutely. That's you know what? I don't feel like I put an event on. I think I put on like a business for another business.
It's like a networking event.
And I take it personal. Like I think like if a business comes there and they're not making money, great money, like I take it personal. Like to me, it's like I'm running my business like they're running their business. I want to be successful. So yeah, like we built so many relationships over the years. You know, we've had young kids. You know, now they own their own food trucks. They own their own restaurants. Like I knew the Farella brothers Barbecue, and they were like 3 younger guys. Like they were just starting out in this place in Cornwall. Now they're going to be opening a new place in New Windsor, right? Have you heard about that?
No.
Farella Steakhouse.
No.
Where Mochicle used to be, the other steakhouse.
Schlesinger's?
They bought Schlesinger's.
No way.
So for me, like those are my friends. That's my Rolodex. Like those are the guys like I'm always going to support, man. Those guys have been there for me since day one.
Yeah.
And they still have my back, you know. And you know, why wouldn't you want to help a local business? Like for me, like a pizza fest, like I want people to sell pizza. I want people to make a living. You know, that's the best thing. You know what I mean? Like working for each other.
Have you become kind of like this expert on just the way restaurants operate with doing what you do? Because I mean, you deal with primarily like lots of restaurants, right? So I imagine you see the good, the bad. Have you gained like a ton of knowledge on what to do, what not to do? Like, oh, this guy's going to make it, this guy's not going to make it, like that kind of thing? Yes.
So I got into this food event business because my dad owned 9 Italian restaurants and pizzerias. So I know, I'm not going to say I'm an expert because I'm not an expert, you know what I mean? But I can tell you right now that I have enough knowledge to see what works for a restaurant and what does not work for a restaurant, and I'm always looking out for my people. Okay, man, that's not something, and I don't normally do something like just to say it. I'm like, if I see something happening, like you can give that person or that restaurant owner a little slight indication, a little advice, and it helps them. And believe me, some of these guys and ladies that own these restaurants are like, thanks, Ange, you're the best, man. You're the best.
What's something that you feel needs to be said more to restaurant owners that is either not being said or something that they might not be aware of that you, as somebody who's seen, you know, thousands of these businesses, what's like that one piece of advice that you constantly kind of like try to give an owner?
You know, the one thing is like, you know what, they say, what does it take to be successful? Okay, my standard answer, it doesn't take much. It takes everything. You got to be hands-on. Like you got to see what's coming in your door, what's happening. You need to grasp social media. Like grasp that. That's a great tool. And you know what? Just take care of your people. Like you should be there for your people every day. This is your staff. Like we talk about having a good staff and being successful. If they're not trained, they're not hired correctly, you know, you're not hiring the right people, your business can go real quick.
Sure.
So hands-on. Like I see a lot of owners like over the years, they're not hands-on anymore. And then you see business like go down a little bit, you know, and shooting a bit of advice like maybe you should have did this or maybe you should have did that. That's just like common for me to say because it's correct. You know, I'm glad that I grew up in a restaurant business. My dad didn't have social media. My dad didn't have any of that stuff. But you know what he did? He had a good indication of how to take care of his customers. Make sure they're right. He would always say 190%, Ange, all the time. Their cost. I don't care what they're complaining. Just give them what they want. And my dad was pretty successful. You know, God bless his soul. He's in heaven now. But you know what? Like just go above and beyond for your customers. That's, you know, and know what's going on in your business every day because some people may not tell you that. You know, and we hear that so long. Like, oh, the restaurant was so good, but now it's terrible. The food's gone downhill. Well, you know what? What changed? The chef? The owner not maybe caring anymore? You know, so go at it. Like, you know what? Put the effort into your place. You made a good living on it, right? Stay consistent to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, consistency is a huge thing when it comes to restaurants for sure. So your dad owned 9 restaurants. How much do you think that entrepreneurship kind of bled into you? Is it in your blood?
Yes. I wanted to go to school Monday morning with a couple $100 in my pocket and buy my friends tater tots and pizzas. You know what I mean? I wanted to be successful. You know what? My dad took me to work when I was a young kid making pizza boxes. That was like, for me, like, I played sports, but I was like, you know what? My dad was my biggest hero. You know what? He taught me everything about business. He taught me how to treat people and how to speak to people and, you know, and just be a real man. And that's why I'm very successful today because, you know what? The restaurant business, man, you grow into it, family, man, it'll never leave you.
Yeah.
But I would never own a pizzeria or a restaurant. That's not, hats off to those guys. Barbecue restaurants, like, God bless you. It's hard work.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, I get to open 9, 10 restaurants and close them Sunday, like the next day. You know what I mean? So it's pretty fun. I mean, it's kind of the same. So yeah, restaurant owners and me, like that's my friends. Those are my goombas. You know? Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Do you think, so you grew up obviously around, in business, like you grew up in
I was born
family
into
of a business.
I was born into it. Yeah.
Do you think it's something that can be taught, or do you think it's either it's in you or it's not?
You know what? I think like you either have it or you simply don't. Like you can either be a football star or you could be a dentist. You either have it or you don't have it. That's the reality. Unfortunately, I have it. I had the business savvy. You know what? When I was a younger kid, I was a little overweight. I was a little bit picked on, but I had that person, my mom. My mom would always like believe in me, and she knew that I could do this, and and she sees the success I've had, and she almost cries over it a little bit. She's an old school Italian, you know what I mean? And she's getting older now. You know what? I love my mom to death. Hi, Mom. You know what? I think at an early age, you either have that, what you're going to be in life, or you're not. Like you were in sales, you're pretty good at it, man. You have it. Some people are just not made to be in sales. Mm-hmm. Food events, like some people tried and failed too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's hats off to them. I'm always helping out the local promoter, the local person, the local fundraiser. I've given charity to the Sparrow's Nest, Super Tie, a young kids cancer fund. So yeah, those are like some of the groups that I like to help. But like getting back to your question, like you're either born a gladiator or you're not. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Swing away.
Right. No, I love it. I love it. There was one other thing I wanted to touch on. You mentioned this earlier on, but it sounded like you had somebody that told you were nuts when you said, I'm going to go do food festivals.
They did.
And what does that do to you?
You tell me I can't do anything. You know what? I'm sorry, man. I'm a competitive guy. Like I like the NFL. I like ice hockey. I like MMA. I fought as an amateur. I'm a fighter's mentality. You tell me I can't do something, bring it, brother. Let's go. And I did on multiple times. So yeah, I like a good challenge. You know what I mean? Who doesn't like a good challenge, right?
Yeah. Well, some people don't, right? Some people they internalize when somebody tells them you're an idiot if you go and do that. You're an idiot if you chase that. Some people internalize that and they're like, yeah, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. But that goes to your point of like you either have it or you don't. Because I feel like if you've got it, those people that tell you you're insane, try to get you to not do it, just fuels you. If you have it.
Yeah, that won't happen to me. I'm not a quitter. Like I'm not a wuss ass. You know what I mean? I'm being honest with you. I'm allowed to curse a little bit. Right?
It's the internet, man.
Yeah, it's the internet. So you know what? If you challenge me, you tell me. Like when I was 20 years old, I was 315 pounds, and people told me you're not going to get in shape. You're okay. It's kind of like picked on. I got into a boxing gym. 6 months later, I'm walking around 220. 2 months later, my boxing coach, John Carlo, guy who knocked out Leon Spinks, is like, hey, you want to make an amateur debut? I was like, sure, why not? So I trained for it, I did good. I knocked the guy out in like 15 seconds. But, and then that was like me. That's kind of like, I wasn't into the food business yet. I was just generating the auto business. I was a salesman. But I was taking boxing like that was my workout. Like, jogging, running, hitting a heavy bag, you know what I mean, lifting weights, you know what I mean? Like I took it like as a personal challenge to get in shape, and I've been pretty healthy the last 15 years.
Good for you, man.
God's good to me,
man. Good for you.
Yeah,
good
absolutely.
For you.
So,
no, you're a fighter, man. I could tell. Not even just in not even just in the MMA sense, but just in general. Like
you know what? I'm never going to look for any problems, and I walk away from it. I usually talk my way out of it, but like someone gets needs to get tuned up a little bit.
You're fine.
Mentally or physically, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, you got to be able to protect yourself, But yeah, I'm not one of those guys. Like, I'm a sweet, loving Italian man. That's it.
Who just loves putting people and food in the same room.
Yeah. I want to be successful at it. Like, honestly, like, we never, and you talk to my employees, we never fail at anything, really. We try to give you, like, 1% better, like I said. We're getting better and better as this thing is going. Now we're in bigger cities. Now we're in Pennsylvania. We're talking of Alaska. You know what I mean? We've done stuff in Florida. We've done stuff in Vermont. We're going to be in Virginia with Doritos. So it's God's good, man.
Good for you, man. That's great. I love hearing that stuff like that, man. It's awesome. You wanted to do something, you went and did it, and now it's bigger than ever.
Yeah, just by going to that first wing event, it just sat on my brain. It's like I could do so much better.
I love it.
And yeah, I think I did. I think I did do better. So
good for you. That's good, man. This has been a really good conversation. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you, learn more about what you do, the events, whether it's like as a guest or as a vendor.
Yeah, and anyway, any questions, or if you're a charity and you need help, or you need a donation, or you need some food in your table, man, just reach out to me. Famous Food Events at famousfoodevents.com.
Okay, that's
basically
great.
Right there.
Tickets, events, everything's there.
Tickets, events. Talk to me. I like talking to people. I think I like talking to, like they always say, you get the best conversations from an 8-year-old or an 80-year-old. Like an 8-year-old don't know anything, so you can teach them everything.
Yeah.
An 80-year-old knows everything, and you can learn from them. So those are the two type of people that I like to have conversations with. I like the vets. I'm a big fan of first responders. I see any naysayers out there, I tell you right to your face, like, that's not going to work around me. You know what I mean? So yeah, like take care. Like I say, like take care. Go out of your way. And help out people, you know what I mean? Because I've gotten so much help, Joe. Like if it wasn't for the people I met in my life, I'd be nowhere. I'd really be nowhere. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed meeting you too. So it's
good, man. I love it. Well, best of luck to you. You don't need it. You're crushing it. Yeah. Keep crushing it. Can't wait to see the next fest. What's the next fest?
We're going to be doing the Hudson Valley Pizza Festival at the MJN
in
Poughkeepsie.
That's December?
December 13th, I'm sorry.
Beautiful. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just trying to get the plug in. That's all.
And then January 31st, we're back with the Hudson Valley Wing Fest. It's our 19th. We got the Nerds coming, playing there, a big party band.
Love it.
So they'll both be great events.
That's great.
So, and we're happy. And like I said, I am anywhere without my family, my parents, my brothers, my sisters, my friends, and God. That's it. Thank you, Lord.
Amen. FamousFoodEvents.com. Angelo, great to meet you.
Thanks, brother.